Ascend and Awaken, a life of balance. Welcome to Ascend and Awaken. Uncertainty is something we all face, whether it's in the world, our relationships, finances, or even our inner lives. When the ground shifts beneath us, fear and anxiety often take hold. But spiritual security reminds us that peace doesn't come from the outside world. It comes from the stillness we cultivate within. Today, we'll explore not just ideas, but real practices and timeless wisdom that can help you feel secure in times of uncertainty. Spiritual security is not the promise that life will be easy or predictable. Instead, it is the confidence that you are connected to something deeper, something stable and unchanging, even when circumstances swirl around you. Think of the difference between a house built on sand and a house built on rock. One shifts with every storm, the other stands firm. Spiritual security is about building your life on that rock, an inner foundation of trust, peace and presence that cannot be swept away. This doesn't mean you won't feel fear, grief or doubt. It means those feelings no longer define you. You begin to live from your inner center, not from the chaos outside. Much of our insecurity comes from trying to control what was never in our power. We believe, if I just plan better, if I just hold tighter, I can keep everything safe. But life continually shows us otherwise. A job can be lost, relationships can shift, health can change. And when our sense of safety is built on external circumstances, it's fragile. Spiritual security begins when we release the illusion of control. Instead of gripping life with fear, we soften into trust. We stop fighting reality and start asking, what is life trying to teach me here? This shift doesn't make us passive. It makes us resilient. Because when we no longer waste energy resisting what we can't control, we have more strength for what we can do, live fully, love deeply, and respond wisely. Uncertainty pulls us into the future. What if I lose this? What if that happens? The mind races ahead, inventing scenarios that may never come. But the present moment is always safe. In this moment you are breathing, you are alive, you have enough. Anchoring in the present moment is the doorway to spiritual security. Practices like mindful breathing, walking meditation, or even pausing to notice the ground under your feet bring you back to what is real. Try this right now. Take one slow, deep breath in and release it gently. For just that moment, you touched security. Because in that single breath, nothing was missing. Every spiritual tradition points to a larger intelligence at work in the universe. Let me repeat that. Every spiritual tradition points to a larger intelligence at work in the universe. Some call it God, others call it Spirit, Source, the Tao, or simply life. Like a river, life flows with its own current. When we fight against it, we tire ourselves out. But when we learn to trust it, we discover it carries us exactly where we need to be. Think of times in your life when things didn't go as planned, but later you realized they led you somewhere better. This is the hidden gift of uncertainty. It opens doors we might never have chosen, but which hold the very lessons our soul needs. Spiritual security is not the absence of change, it is trust in the wisdom of the journey. Spiritual security grows stronger when it is nurtured daily. Here are some practices to help. 1. Daily stillness. Spend a few minutes in silence every morning. Breathe. Listen. Remind yourself that peace is always available within. 2. Gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude trains the heart to see stability even in chaos. 3. Release rituals. Write your fears on paper, then burn or tear it as a symbol of surrender. This helps you let go of what you can't control. 4. Sacred words or mantras. Repeat affirmations such as, I am safe in this moment. I trust the unfolding of life. Words repeated with intention become anchors in times of fear. 5. Grounding with nature. Step outside, touch a tree. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Nature reminds us that life is supported in every season. When practiced regularly, these simple steps build inner strength like muscles, preparing you to face whatever comes with calm. Sometimes we forget how much we've already overcome. Think of a moment in your life when you faced uncertainty. Maybe it was an illness, a financial struggle, or a personal loss. At the time, you didn't know how you'd get through it, but you did. Looking back, you can see how those challenges shaped you, taught you, and made you stronger. Each past struggle is evidence that you are resilient, that you carry within you the ability to rise again. Remembering this gives you confidence that whatever uncertainty lies ahead, you will have the strength to endure and grow. When you cultivate spiritual security, you don't just help yourself, you help everyone around you. Your calm becomes contagious. In a family, in a workplace, in a community, the person who is centered becomes the anchor for others. You don't even have to speak. Simply by being grounded, you remind others that peace is possible. Like a lighthouse on a stormy shore, your presence becomes a safe guide for those who are lost in their own fears. This is one of the most beautiful fruits of spiritual practice. Your security becomes a gift, a silent blessing to those around you. Uncertainty is a part of life. We cannot control the storms, but we can choose to root ourselves deeply in spirit. Spiritual security doesn't mean we won't feel fear. It means fear no longer defines us. It doesn't mean we won't face change. It means we can meet change with trust. When you build your foundation on peace, presence, and faith, you discover that no storm can uproot you. You are like the tree with deep roots, steady, resilient, and alive. If this message spoke to you, I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. How do you find spiritual security in uncertain times? Subscribe to Ascend and Awaken for more weekly insights on peace, purpose, and awakening. Peace, love, and light to you on your continual spiritual journey. Ascend and Awaken, a life of balance.